All right, so if you guys remember a while back, I did a video about how the federal government basically took away the funding for California's high-speed rail. So now that money that they took away, they are redistributing it, or they are trying to redistribute that money into other projects. Now, these other projects are rail related projects because I don't think you're allowed to take money that has been allocated for rail and put it into any other type of infrastructure. So let's take a look at this video real quick, and then I got an article that breaks this down a little further.
The Trump administration program could reroute $2.4 billion from California's high-speed rail project while boosting rail lines nationwide. President Trump has long criticized the decades-old California project for its billions of dollars in cost overruns and delays. That includes failing to connect San Francisco and Los Angeles as originally promised to voters. California officials said they will fight the effort to reallocate the money. A lawsuit challenging the Trump administration's decision to pull federal funding from the rail project has already been filed. If the funding is used elsewhere, the Federal Railroad Administration said rail crossings would be addressed, improving safety and preventing deadly collisions.
All right, so that's the gist of it. So I got this article that goes a little further in detail about what's going on here. Make sure we got it lined up for you guys. Okay, here we go. So this is where they're trying to redistribute the money. So this is where the high-speed rail money is going. And of course, California officials are saying they're going to fight this. But the Trump administration is trying to take $2.4 billion from California's high-speed rail and put in this new $5 billion program that they just recently announced Monday, which was not this Monday. This was 2 weeks ago, actually. So you see this common theme about climate change, any types of diversity, or any types of sexual orientation type preferences is what this administration seems to be targeting. And the interesting thing about this is that you've seen it. The Trump administration has put a priority on projects in areas that have higher birth rates and marriage rates as far as funding goes. Now, we do have a birth rate crisis, in my opinion, here in the United States. We are not reproducing at replacement levels, but pretty odd to see infrastructure funding related to birth rates, but it is what it is. So the Trump administration has removed climate change and DEI from grant requirements. It says our new national railroad partnership will emphasize safety without radical DEI and green grant requirements. And we will not be wasting money on Governor Newsom's high-speed rail boondoggle. And those targeted investment will improve the lives of rail passengers, local drivers, and pedestrians, said Sean Duffy, the current Secretary of Transportation. So let's see what they're gonna put that high-speed rail money into instead of the high-speed rail. Wait, okay, it says 200 people are killed per year when trains collide with vehicles and pedestrians. So the government is trying to address this. So basically this money is going to be going into improving passenger rail, and it's going to also go into the nation's major freight railroads because Amtrak also uses these tracks. And it's going to give priority to projects that improve traveling for families by adding amenities like nursing mothers' rooms, expanding waiting areas, and children's play areas within trains. And states have until January 7th to apply to get this money. So now California, it says in this article, has already sued to stop this redistribution of that $2.4 billion, which is a huge amount of money that California definitely needs if they want to build that high-speed rail. So it is up there in the courts, but if California does not win this lawsuit, then this money will be lost. And it's not clear yet which projects will get the money. It's not so let me know what you guys think. Do you think it's a good idea to take the money from high-speed rail and put it into other rail projects around the country? such as some of the tracks that Amtrak uses, and just improving overall rail safety, which is what Sean Duffy says this administration is doing. So California is getting hit. So far we've got New York, Chicago, and California. So the federal government definitely has chosen its targets. So it's all politics. Politics and infrastructure are definitely intertwined, as we are learning today.